everybody, welcome to a Crafter's Story. It's Celeste here. Before I start today's video, and it's going to be about making these little guys, these little birdies, I wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you to all my subscribers. You guys mean the world to me. I really enjoy doing these videos. It feeds my soul. So thank you for visiting with me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your subscription and your like buttons and just sticking with me through this last year. And I hope that 2025 is kind to you. I hope that it is a happy, safe, healthy and prosperous one. And that is your best year yet. So I just wanted to quickly, before I start today's video, extend my thanks to you. So, okay, if of course you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. And of course the like button at the end of the video if you enjoyed this craft today. So I mentioned I'm not going to mess with this one too much because I've just put those 2 dots of gold paint there and they're still wet. But basically I'm making these little birds, and it's another way for me to use up my little scrappy bits. So I'm going to scoot this little guy aside and show you a few of the others that I've made. I'm going to use this one at the end of today's video to do a collage with you, so stick around for that. And here is just a collection already. I made this little chappy. I haven't given them names. I usually give these guys names. She looks like Rose. What do you think? Maybe this is Edward and Rose. Anyway, so let me show you how I did it. It's super easy. I have quite a few little bits and pieces that make up this little bird. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pieces. I have 4 of them already cut out, but let me just push this aside for a second. And I have a few little bits and pieces here. Nice and colorful. Nice and kind of happy looking. This is a cover to a little notepad that I picked up at the thrift store. I thought the yellow would be nice for the beak. So, okay, first things first, I'm going to need a pencil. And I think what I'd want to do is, if you look at our example, Rosa needs a body, right? So I've decided to use one of my, this is one of my prints, my Eco-Dye prints. And I'm going to give Rosa a buddy. So, okay, Rosa. So we're just going to kind of do like a shallow half circle and then almost like a crescent shape. And you got, oh, it's a bit big. Let's make the crescent shape just a little smaller. I'll come in this way. Okay, so there is Rosa's friend now has a body. And let's cut that body, excuse me, let's cut that body out. This little one looks like it's going to be a little bigger than the others, and that's fine. I just like how I can use them in collage. I can use these just on a page, like an art journal page, perhaps even on a greeting card or on a large tag. All right, so there is a nice colorful body for Rosa's little friend. She's going to need tail feathers, and I've already drawn tail feathers on here. I actually didn't realize I had, but I have. So okay, so let's just use that. And they're just these sort of big egg shapes, and they don't have to be egg shaped. They can be sort of more of a feathery, sharp shape as well if you want. But since it's there, let me just cut it out. I actually didn't realize I had it, but bonus! Yay! Yay that it's there. Okay, so get rid of that extra. And let me just cut these little tail feathers out. So what am I going to call Rosa's friend? She needs a name, right? Hey, Rosa. What are we going to call your friend? We've got Edward. What about Ruby? Ruby and Rosa and Edward. Our little birdies have names now. Okay, So you can already see how it's coming together. There's the body and there's the tail. She's now going to need a head, and I can go really, really funky. Yeah, let's go funky. Where is the most color on here? I think it's over here, right? So let's give her, and it's kind of the same shape as the body. It's just a bunch smaller. So I'm going to just go kind of like that. Let's cut this little head out. And then it's just going to be a beak. And I mean, you might have noticed I didn't put feet or legs, because I think they're a little difficult to cut out. Maybe if you had some wire or some stickers that you can make to look like feet, that probably would work quite nicely. Okay, let's bring this down. And all right, so there's the head, there's the tail, and now we're going to need a wing. And I think the wing should be out of something that's a little lighter, so it shows up on all this brightness. I wonder if I have it. Oh, I'm way more prepared today than I thought I was. I actually have a wing. All right, so it's basically just kind of a leafy petal shape, right? All right, so let us cut that out, and then that wing is done as well. And then you might notice that on some of them I have decided to doodle, like here and on the tail, and I probably will want to do that on here because it's a very plain looking little wing. And now I need a beak. So with a beak, I definitely want a yellow beak. I think I've got a little bit of yellow down here. I don't think I have to draw that. So I'm just gonna cut this tiny little rectangle. Listen to me. Geometry, Celeste, geometry. Triangle. It's a triangle. All right, triangle. There we go. All right. So we've got the beak. So our little bird is, for the most part, I will bring you closer. Done. I just have to stick our little guy together. So put a little bit of glue. Aleene's probably would be a better choice here, but it's going to take a little longer to dry. But I am just going to use my stick glue for today. And guys, this is super easy. You know, you can pre-cut all your shapes like I've done in my tray, and just have all your bits in different corners of your tray, so you know what's what little, because if it's all in one big pile, it's going to be a little difficult to kind of figure out, right? So what did I say? It was this way, right? I think it was this way, like that. And because you don't really have a template for this craft, every little bird is going to look a little different. Its head is going to be pointed in a different direction. There we go. I think my little triangle is a bit bigger. See if I can move it up to fit the head. And up and around. Sorry, I'm off camera. I apologize. Up and around there. I had to move that little... Okay, but that works. There we go. It's done. Super easy, super quick, and a great way to use up your scrappy bits. So now, let me just close my glue. So now I think I should get my black marker out and give this little bird just a black eye with a white center, kind of like that, and maybe a little nostril. Birds have nostrils, right? I think so. Little nostril for our little bird. And then I think I've got I picked up these really nice micro brush pens, at the dollar store of all places, and they had them in blue, red and black, I believe. So I'm going to just kind of define the tail feathers a little bit like that, and without doing too much. Do I like that? Yeah, okay. I don't know if I like that too much, but I'm kind of committed now. Let me get my other pen out. Maybe I can just do something more sort of feathery. There we go, something like that. Not sure that that's one of my favorites, but that's okay. I could always come in with a little bit of gold, maybe at the top here. I don't know, play around, you guys, play around with your colors. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. And this little one is done. Yeah, no, I think I like her. I like him. Her? She was a her. Yes, she's a Ruby. Ruby's a her. Okay, so there is our little bird. Quick and easy, guys. Great way to use up your scrappy bits. So let me bring out one of these little ones that I made previously, and I'm going to create a little collage that I'm going to frame as well. So let me move this up and we can all see. This is from a calendar last year. So this one I think I will use. Let's come up just a little bit. I feel like I'm a little squashed in the frame there. There we go. This is from last year's calendar. Well, actually not last year. Well, it is still last year for me. This is a 2023 calendar that I cut 2-inch little circles out of. So I think I'm going to put that up here. It kind of makes me think of a moon. So I'm going to put that up here. And this is a little piece of card that my good friend Gina from Perfectly Imperfect Journals sent me, and so that's pretty cool because I'm able to use it in this collage. And I like the idea. You see these little tail feathers are different from Ruby. So Ruby is a lot different to this little character, and it's nice that they can all be different. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this little one here. I want to put that almost like it's part of a little forest behind her, and then I've got some can come down a bit, I think, and then I've got all this eco paper that I'm going to put at the bottom as if it is like little swampy bits that she's in, like that. Yeah, okay, I think that works. This is not down enough. Let me put that down, that down. That needs a lot of glue. Okay, like this. I apologize, guys. I've got a frog in my throat. Okay, let's get that down like that. And our little birdie goes in front, but in front of this, but behind the swamp. Like, I think that's enough. I want to cover the bottom of this. Oh, too much glue. That's okay. All right, so now I can start layering the swamp underneath. Let me use this glue on my finger to get that down. I'm just going to put a bunch of glue down here. You know, when you first receive something, when I first got this from Gina, I thought, oh, I wonder how I'm going to use that. I'm not quite sure. And just put it aside and wait for inspiration, and it'll always come. At least in my case, inspiration always pops up somewhere. And I just thought this morning, oh my gosh, this looks like reeds from a little swampy area. That would be perfect for my little duck. I guess it's a duck, right? Kind of like a duck that this little duck is going to be swimming around in. And so yeah, a swamp it is. Like this. And then let's see. I need a little bit more. It's over here. And then just under the tummy to make it look like this little guy is... Oh, should we name this one? I should name this one, right? Need to make this a little bit of a... not such a definite edge. This is some of that handmade paper that I made a long time ago. And I'm only now starting to really use it up. You know, when you've had something for ages and ages, and after a while you just really don't know what to do with it. Well, for some reason, lately, I've had all these ideas for it. This is just one of them. Okay, so I think that is nice. This is too much of a join. So let me see if I can just put something a little more torn down there. Maybe it won't look so obvious, although that's obvious too, but put this. Let's see. I'm getting glue all over the place. Ah! There we go, like that. Oh, I like this. I think this is really turning out to look really nice. Okay, so the little bird has a home in the swamp. And I think what I would love to do, there's quite a bit of glue kind of sticking out, but I am just going to wing it, you guys, and put it in a frame. Maybe what I'll do is I won't put the glass in this frame just yet. I'll put it to the side, and then when the glue dries with this, I will put the glass into this frame. Let's hope it fits, right? I think that little bit there is gonna hinder me, so let me take it off. Let's see if it fits. Oh man, please fit, please fit. I think it will. Let's see. I'm kind of working with a wet glue, so I'm hoping I'm not messing with anything on the... Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks so good. These little birds are actually quite pretty once they're in a collage like this. All right, so let's see if I can close it up. And cross fingers I didn't mess up. Okay, let's come back out a little bit. Wow. I am so impressed with my little bird, and I think it did work out really nicely. Once the glue is dry, I will get the glass in here to protect it. Right now I don't want the glass to stick to all the glue because that'll be a bit of a mess. But there's that one, and then of course I have my original that I don't want to touch either because I've got some wet paint up there, so that gold paint that I just kind of blobbed in there. So guys, seriously, super easy. There's just a couple of little pieces that you need to make these little guys. Let me see if I can present them to you like this. So that's one of the little guys, and of course you can doodle on them. This little one has even got a little hat, which is cute. It's got a little hat. You can doodle on the tail feathers, you can doodle on the wings, and you can use up your scrappy bits. And then of course there's this one, so if your paper is plain you can always dolly it up a little bit. And then they are versatile to use in any kind of collage. If these were small enough, they would have gone on to a greeting card probably, but I'm just going to put them up as art pieces. Well, thank you so much for visiting with me, and once again, I hope 2025 is kind to you and that you have a wonderful new year. We'll see you next year. Bye.